Hello, it's good to see each and every one of you this Monday afternoon. It's high noon. We got some news that we want to pass along to you. Um, we know that we have been on restrictions as a church almost 2 months now. I think it was like on the 15th that we were mandated to go to certain restrictions, and we are coming to you this afternoon live, wanting to pass on the information that starting this coming Sunday, we will be going back to having in-person church services. So starting this coming Sunday, we will be having in-person church services here at Morehead ChristWay. With that being said, there are some new things that we need to get used to and adjusted to. This is going to be a phases that we are going to be walking through in order to get back to having services the way that we were used to having it. And that is that this Sunday we are going to begin having 2 services here at Morehead ChristWay. Our first service will be at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. will be our first service, and at 12 noon, high noon, will be our second service. The way that we are going to have to do this is, like I said, we're having to go through phases. We are mandated by CDC and our local, state government, and national government that we have to go to a 33% seating capacity of our facility. What that means is that our church here at Morehead ChristWay, we roughly can seat 120 people. So with that being said, we're going to have to split it down the middle, and we've thought about how that we could do this. The easiest way that I know that we can do this to make it fair for everybody is that if you are looking at me right now, or if, like when I'm normally behind that pulpit, if you normally sit on the non-piano side, that's this side over here, the projection screen side, if you sit on the projection screen side, you are going to be coming to the 10 a.m. service. That's the 10 a.m. service for those that sits on the projection screen side. Now, when you get here, you still cannot sit next to everybody. We've still got to do social distancing. Your family can sit together, but we're going to have both sides of the sanctuary open that way that people can scatter out and still have your social distancing, because you've got to have 6 feet in front of you, 6 feet behind you, 6 feet wherever your family ends. If your family takes up a whole pew, well, then you're going to be okay going that way, but we want to make sure that if anybody is going to be there in front of you, that there's going to be 6 feet separating you or from behind. Our piano side people, they are going to be having service at 12 noon. So piano side, you're going to be at 12 noon coming and worshiping the Lord. It's the same with you. We will have to have you to spread out and have your social distancing. If you are watching us today and you are going to be a guest, you're going to come and be in our services, you can come to either the 10 a.m. service or the 12 noon service. Either one of those services you are welcome to come to. In between our 10 a.m. service and our 12 noon service, we are going to be sanitizing and making the facility nice and safe for everybody. This morning I picked up a box of premium disposable face masks, and I want to thank a good friend of mine, Robert Pritchett, who owns Bargains on Broadway in Winchester. Robert donated these to our church so that we could have those. They're not required, but if you come and you want a face mask, they will be on the table in the lobby. What we do ask of you is that when you take one, that when you are finished with it, do not lay it down, do not throw it in the trash can here at the church. Take it outside of the church with you and take it home with you, and you can keep it with you or you can dispose of it there. We will be spraying down the facilities with Lysol. We will also have hand sanitizer that people can use. If you want to bring your own hand sanitizer, that's fine too. We ask also that if you are wanting to come, but you have been sick, or you are sick, or you have symptoms of sickness, please, as we do anytime, even before the COVID-19, and our church has always been good for this, that if you feel sick, we ask you to please stay home and catch our broadcast and enjoy service that way. I'm wanting to look and see, make sure that I'm covering everything. Our service is coming back. This is going to be phase one for Morehead ChristWay. We're going to have different phases than maybe some other people are doing because we want to make sure that you're safe. On phase one, I said we're going to have 33% of seating capacity here in our sanctuary. Phase two will begin for us on August the 2nd. The first Sunday of August will be phase two for us, and that will be when we will have groups of 50 or more. So in other words, unless there is a surge, and I don't anticipate it, but in case there is a surge of the coronavirus and the state says, well, we need to hold up on things, we plan on going to just to one service starting on August the 2nd on Sunday morning. Also on Sunday morning, on August the 2nd, we will begin having Sunday school, our Sunday discipleship classes, and also children's church. We all know that Morehead ChristWay, we have a very stable kids church here at ChristWay. That kids church is for the ages 3 through 8, ages 3 through 8. So parents, please make a note. That might be a little change in what we have had, but we have seen where it is necessary that we go for ages 3 through 8, and that way that'll help the teachers, and also it allows more social distancing in that category also. Sunday school, as I said, it will start back on August the 2nd, and our first kids' church will be on Sunday, August the 9th, because always the first Sunday of each month, we have our Mission Sunday and sit-in Sunday where all of our kids' church and our kids' church workers sit in for our sanctuary worship service. And we are blessed. We feel honored that our young people are with us and participate in our Mission Sunday. And they receive a special offering for our Church of God Smoky Mountain Home for Children, which is located in Sevierville, Tennessee. And so we have that every Sunday, the first Sunday of every month. We are staying on top of new guidelines that are constantly being passed down to us. I'm holding here right now in front of you 3 pages that has been passed down to pastors that is called Requirements for places of worship. This has been passed down from the Healthy at Work part of the Team Kentucky, from our governor, and from Frankfurt, which also goes along with the CDC. And then also we have been asked to abide by these guidelines, which is quite understandable, by our General Overseer, Dr. Tim Hill, in Cleveland, Tennessee, and also by our State Administrative Bishop, Dr. Charles Fisher. And we want to make sure that we believe that God is able to heal, that God is able to keep us safe, but I also believe that God expects us to use wisdom. And we look to the Lord for guidance and direction, and we also want to use wisdom. So that is some of the things that we are looking at right now for our young people that are involved in our teachers that are involved in our children's Sunday school classes, and also our kids zone, our children's church, kids church. We are excited about what God is doing at our facilities. We have the kids zone that is that when you come back and able to start having classes on August the 2nd, you will see a kids zone that has been constructed, and it's going to be exciting. It's going to be a fun place to go and to enjoy the Word of God. And we are so looking forward to you experiencing the Kids Zone starting on August the 2nd. Your teachers and staff, we're working to make sure that that is going to be everything completed. The renovation and construction part of that is complete by August the 2nd. So we also want to announce that our Vacation Bible School that we had planned, I'm thinking, I don't have the dates here, but I'm thinking it was July the 27th, 28th, and 29th. It was a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That has been postponed up until probably in August when we can go to our other phase where we can have more people in the sanctuary, and social distancing can be allowed a little bit more, people being close. But that's what we're looking at as of right now, a tentative date in August. But right now, the VBS at the end of July has been postponed until August or a date later to be announced. One scripture I want to share with you that I want us to hold on to, David in Psalms 122 verse 1 said, "I was glad when they said unto me, let us go into the house of the Lord." I'm excited. I'm looking forward to what God is going to be doing this coming Sunday in both of our services at 10 a.m. and at 12 noon. I guess you could call that, 10 o'clock is our morning service, and 12 o'clock is our high noon service. I don't know how many of y'all know I'm a big Western watcher. Don't know whether y'all ever seen the movie High Noon that had Gary Cooper in it, but I love High Noon, and so we got a high noon service that's going to be taking place, and both of those services will be going in that capacity, that way, until August the 2nd, and then we will be going back to having one service, and we're looking forward to you being a part of our 10 o'clock and our high noon service. If anything changes, in the meantime, we will always keep you updated. We're always looking at the guidelines that comes down to me by way of Frankfurt, by way of the Church of God International offices, and also by our State Administrative Bishop, Dr. Charles Fisher. We thank you. We appreciate each of you that have been faithful, so faithful, in all of our broadcasts that we do, whether it's Wednesday night with Hanging with the Guys or Thursday morning with Sister Tally, and Friday at 4 o'clock with Sister Michelle Moore, or Saturday at 11 a.m. we have Todd and Beverly Moore that is doing their broadcast, and we're just so thankful for each one of you that are faithful in tuning in to the broadcast. For all of our teachers, we want to announce that once again, please do not forget that we do have a teachers staff meeting this coming Saturday. That's going to be at 10 a.m. in the fellowship hall. We will have plenty of social distancing room down there, but we wanted to come together to share information and to pass some information along that will be starting with our Morehead ChristWay family in August, when we begin having Sunday school, Sunday discipleship, and also our kids' church. One thing that we are going to be doing is, and this is going to be through the remaining part of this year of 2020, Wednesday nights will not be, there will not be classes downstairs. Wednesday nights will be a service that everybody will be in the sanctuary. It will be, majority of the weeks will be a worship service. And then one service out of the month will be a teaching service. And then always the first Wednesday night of every month is involved in that first full week here at the ChristWay is our solemn assembly of prayer. So that Wednesday night we will not be having our normal service. It'll be a time that people can come into our facility in the mornings from 10 to 12 and pray as long as you want to pray. And then in the evening, our prayer was from 5 to 7 p.m. Now, if you're in here and it's 12 noon, or if it's 7 o'clock and you're still praying, we want you to go ahead and pray. So, but that's the first week. And then on the months that we have 5 Wednesdays in a month, that will be a time that we will have a special event. Could be a time of fellowship. It could be something else, but that we will share more as those months come that has the 5 Sundays. I know that's a lot of information, maybe that to hold on to, but we will keep announcing different things as now that we are going back to having live services. But we want you to mainly know that this Sunday we're going to be back live services, 10 a.m., 12 high noon, in-person services here at Morehead ChristWay. And we're looking forward to what God is doing. In closing today, let me say, as we always say, we love you, we appreciate you, and as always, God bless you is our prayer.